Hey there, welcome. You're at the Thrifty Journal Shop. I'm Amber. If you are new to my channel, I'm so happy you found me. And for all of you guys that keep coming back, you guys are the best. All right, today I've got a flip through of this sweet journal here. This is reserved for somebody, but I just wanted to share the flip through with you. This book is the Reader's Digest Guide to Creative Gardening, and I made a glue book out of this exact book a while ago, and then I just happened to be out and I found another copy. Such a pretty book. I've used so many of these pages in all of my journals. Okay, so this journal has 3 signatures. It's going to come with this goodie bag. I'll go through this stuff at the end here. So there are 3 signatures here, and I made my wraparound spine, and I used a couple different types of fabrics here. I love this fabric, but I ran out of it, so I just tried to pull some of the colors from the cover here. And then I chain stitched it on, and you've got a nice pliable spine here. Each signature has 20 pages, giving you 40 front and backs, which is a total of 120 spaces to journal on, including fronts and backs. So in the inside here, I left the cover the way it was, just white, but I did give you some pockets. I personally like having pockets in my journals. This is some really cool wallpaper, and then I just added some rickrack to cover the chain stitch, and then just added the leftover scraps of the wallpaper here. You've got a fun little gift bag, goodie bag here, and then I did include a handmade little ice cream fodder that I made, some chocolate chip mint ice cream. And then in the back here is the other pocket. Same thing. I just used that wallpaper and added the rickrack. And I did sign it. So if you don't want my signature, you can always cover that up. And then just a little puffy sticker. And then in here is an envelope I made. I sewed it with some of the scraps of wallpaper. And then I just added these really cool bird pages out of some type of nature book that I had. So those will be tucked in there. So I did add quite a bit of wallpaper. If you guys don't know, I came across a huge score of wallpaper, and I'm just so excited because it's been a lot of fun to put in. I don't have a lot of scrapbook paper, so now it just worked out, and I'm graciously sharing it. I just made a fabric pocket here and another scrap of the wallpaper. And then in this, I added some of the this wrapping paper that I have with bears. I love it. It's the sweetest wrapping paper. So there's a couple sheets from a couple different types. And I believe she likes bears. So I did add some bear stuff in here. I did add quite a few of the original book pages in here. This is from a needlepoint book. This is some wrapping paper I received from Doris in Happy Mail. Did add some apple pages from this book that I found. I just love all the apples. It's just such a pretty book. I believe this was a painting book that I got thrifting. More wallpaper. And then I added this playing card, or just a card here. And then I just made this wonky style envelope. This is just from a vintage cookbook. And I did add a little rabbit from Richard Scarry. I love Richard Scarry. And then this is a cluster. I believe that's still from the Carrie, the paper monkey. She's the queen of clusters. Music paper. This is some sprayed music paper. Original book page, and then I added a few paper clips. I just love this turquoise lace here, so just tied that on. You can move these around. Some really pretty trim with the orange flowers. More of that sprayed music paper. There's some scrapbook paper, painter's book, craft book, more apple paper. This is more of that embroidery paper. So you have lots of space in here to create and just make it your own journal. Love all these flowers here. You could color those in. I like this scrapbook paper with the clouds. Second signature, and I just attached some of this sprayed music paper to the wallpaper. It's more of that textured wallpaper. Some trim. I did include a vellum pocket in here with some trim, and I asked her if she would like one of my strawberry houses, and she said yes. So there is the strawberry house tucked in there. Construction paper. This is from a children's book page. And I did add this playing card, and there is a little bit of paint here on there. So it just adds to the charm. Original book page. This is from another like nature themed book. This is the inside of this book, the inside jacket, I guess. And I wanted to add that 1984, reprinted 1995. Bird book page. I added some Monopoly money. I love to add Monopoly money to my journals. And then I added a manila envelope. And then in here, I just added some scraps. I added some more wallpaper that I had cut down. I love it. It's just textured. It looks like some really cool tile, like brick paver tile or shower tile. And then just a scrap of my painty paper and then some more textured wallpaper. So you can make tags or collage or whatever. There's another little paper clip just with some really pretty ribbon on the original book page. Bird book page, original book pages. Love these trees. So lots of nature theme pages in here. I love this leopard from the children's book page. That's so pretty with the birds. I did add some crepe paper ruffle. Then made another pocket here with this beautiful textured wallpaper and added the scraps of more wallpaper inside. Third signature, there's some more sprayed paper with some trim. Atlas, I love adding atlas pages. This is some vintage music paper, the original book page, some more wallpaper, and then this is a vintage envelope, and I put the vintage stationery in here also. This is just a tag, a vintage Monopoly card, a little coin holder, and some stickers will be tucked in there. Apple page with some trim. This is some stationery. All right, this is a children's book page, and I liked the rainbow and the rain, sort of like the seasonal nature themed kind of vibe. This is from that really cool craft book I've been talking about. I just love it. And you got the rainbow over here. There's the vintage stationery with some trim, more apple page, that wallpaper. And then I just sewed some of that scrapbook paper onto the atlas and then added a playing card with some flowers and just a paint chip. I love adding these. That way, if you want to make your own tag or journaling card or bookmark, you can do whatever, embellish it, decorate it. Just fun to do. Original book page. And then we are at the back. I really liked how this turned out. This was just me playing around with my jelly plate. So you have all those colors, lots of turquoise and blues and greens and purples and just fun colors in here. I love how this turned out. Just lots of room for you to just make it your own. That's just really like how I like to create. Give you the journal with some fun things added in and then just have you create. All right, and so coming with the journal, I added some of the original book pages. So you're going to have some of those. And then just kind of an eclectic mix of stuff. I added the spine from the book. I thought you could do whatever you want with that. If you want to make a bookmarker, it's just such a pretty spine there. And then I gave you one of my whimsical wonky houses. Some more of that wrapping paper, different wrapping paper with the bears. And then just a couple playing cards that were nature themed. Here is an envelope I made out of an embroidery book, and then I added a cluster here, just sewed around it. Some more wallpaper. This is that fuzzy sort of wallpaper, just so fun. So I gave a couple sheets of that. And then some more textured wallpaper. Just a painty paper envelope. I just used my acrylic paints. Love this green. And then just some fun pages. I love all the turquoise and the blues and the greens. So just some sheets of writing paper, a couple index cards, some more garden type themed pages. These are out of some kind of binder that I had. This is some thicker, paper. And then I always like these garden pages, and you could always just glue that in to the journal and you have that flip. More of the bird book. I included this. I thought this was fitting for you. And then you could cut those out if you want. A vintage bingo card. This is just from the Dollar Tree. I love the hot air balloon. This is a vintage recipe card I found thrifting. And then I added some cute bear pages out of my vintage cake decorating magazines that I'm just, kind of obsessed with. So those are fun. And then just some more garden papers that I pulled. And I think there's another piece of wallpaper with some gold. So all of that will come in this bag, just giving you a variety of stuff to play with and just have fun with. Just giving you a variety to either use in this journal or other journals that you have. It's just like how I like to do it. Just add a eclectic kind of mix of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through, that it just gave you some inspiration and some ideas. I hope you find some sunshine today. I hope you find some creative time for yourself. And I will see you real soon. Thanks so much for watching.